Alright guys, I've had it with this stupid heater. I've had it! That's it. This stupid heater. It's got a switch that... It's a topple over switch, so if it isn't standing on something flat, it turns off. But it turns off even when it is standing on something flat because it doesn't have enough weight to actually keep the switch from just opening. So it just seems like it's broken because of that. So I'm going to disable that right now. I put tape and glue over it, but that didn't help. The switch still pops out. It does help it a little bit to prevent the switch from popping out, but it pops out anyways. Alright, so this switch on the bottom, if it's sitting on a flat surface, it should be pressed in, and then the heater turns on. Watch. See, it's on, off, on, off, based on when I press. And that switch is too sensitive. It always falsely switches it off. And so this heater never works when you want it to. It turns off randomly. So that's a poor design. So I'm going to take out that switch. It won't have that safety feature. I grew up with a heater that had nothing like that. If you tipped it over, it blew heat onto the carpet. Is that a fire hazard? Sure, if you're negligent in its use. As long as you're responsible to make sure you're aware of what's going on with the heater and what it's facing at, it's not a big deal. Ha! Do not open, no user serviceable parts inside. Okay, I'm an electrical engineer and I'm a user, and I could build a better heater than this, so I don't want to hear no user serviceable parts inside. That's a joke. I'm offended and insulted. But I guess they just want to cover their butts from liability. Nice. Okay, let me just show you guys what I saw. So through the back of the heater, the cord comes in and it forks. One goes up to this spot right here, one of the white cords coming in. The other one goes into the switch, the other white cord coming in. And then another part of the white cord goes to this red line. So this switch, when it's open, will cut off the connection between this white and red. So we just need to hard connect the white and red and bypass the switch. And then the switch will be no longer a problem. And I'm going to take the switch off to use it for other projects. I tried gluing down the switch with hot glue. Once the heater gets hot enough, the hot glue melts enough to let the switch come free. Plus, I believe this case is made of polyethylene and no glue sticks to polyethylene. Guys, I just figured out a way to blame this on my wife and Susan. So basically, I'll tell my dad I never had a problem with the smoke and I still don't, but my wife and Susan were complaining to me so much, they said I better do something or they'd threaten to leave me. So I had no choice but to take action. I knew you wouldn't support it because you wouldn't even support me opening a window to fight the smoke. So I went behind your back and installed a little fan. I didn't think you would disown me as a son for that. You know I love you, Dad. And so it's going to work perfect.
That's messed up.
My wife doesn't like this plan. I can't believe that. Guys, I don't know why the spade connector is so hard to get out of here. It's ridiculous. Okay, I had to bend back the prong. So here it is. This is the switch that's been causing us all the grief. It's spring activated. This spring, I guess, was just super strong, more than they expected or something. I don't know. So when this is pressed, it's working. When it's released, it's off. This works for 120 volt AC. 250 volt AC. Or 120. 125 volt AC it works on. So anyways, 15 amps it'll allow through as well. So this is a beast of a switch. This is something very useful. I'm keeping this. Very useful. Okay, so now we got to connect these somehow. Oh, I know how to do that. Same way they did this. I got this. Guys, I'm an electrical engineer. Watch how fast I do this. I'll make short work of it. Oh, you won't take any blame. Then nothing. Oh, no kisses, no hugs, no love, no compassion. Nothing ever again. You know who else blamed their wife? Adam. And it worked. She got the biggest punishment. Childbirthing pains, uh, suffering periods every month. All Adam got is what? Have to go to work every day? What else are you going to do? It always works to blame the woman. It's been happening since the beginning of humankind. Oh, my bad. I didn't know I was muted. That's annoying. Alright, so you're saying non-insulated crimps don't pop up or let the wire pop out after you've crushed it? I guess I'll keep that in mind. I have both, but I just figured I should be fine with an insulated crimp, but the wire wanted to pop out all the time. So I just smashed the heck out of it. It's really weird. That the wire just kept popping out. What do you mean they don't hold up though? Ah! I got this thing smashed up like a dog's been chewing on it. So I doubt the wire will pop out now. It's like a pancake. Or I mean a waffle. Okay, so that's done. I don't think that'll have any more problems for me. Next thing, I'd like to turn off the thermal cutoff. Can you imagine how nice that would be if it had no thermal regulation and I could just let it go crazy? That would be really nice. Well, heck with it. I'll just see how it works with the wires pop out of them. Yeah, that's what was happening to me just now. But I guess the key is just if you smash it enough, they won't pop out anymore. But yeah, you're right. But it's just a matter of smashing it enough then, right? They won't pop out anymore. Just gotta be thorough. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with an insulated crimp, right? It's just a pain in the butt to get it smashed enough. Wait, well, I'll turn it on once I close it. At least like that. Turn it on. Plug it in. What? Why did I turn that off? I don't even recall touching that thing. That threw me off. Okay, it's working. Mission success, I guess. No, I just asked my wife if I should print out all of my plans for what I want to do to improve the air quality of the home. And shoot, I'm gonna read through them and edit it to not say stealth operation and things like that. Because then that would be admitting that I saw it as something I have to hide. And I can play it off like, oh, I was going to show you it. Didn't I do a nice job, Dad? I could pretend like I didn't mean to hide it if I hadn't gone around to talking to him about it. That's a lot better than him knowing that I specifically tried to make a modification to the house and hide it from him, the homeowner. That looks a lot worse. Damage control. That's where we're at now, damage control. When caught in the act, you gotta look the authority figure in the eyes and say, oh, I didn't know what I was doing was anything wrong, sir.